Are you sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin.
Hey, folks, and welcome to A Cold Can of Beer. That can of beer is your host tonight. Come on, say something.
Hold on. I just got lost in the script here. Cold can of beer. It's your host tonight. And then I say, welcome to another live and unscripted show. then it's your line.
Yeah. See, it's always unscripted because even when we write one, Dunk can't find it.
You can't be fucking arsed. I tell you what, maybe one night we should get ChatGPT to write us at least give us like 15 minutes of material and see if we can get through it as a script.
Oh, that would be
and
funny.
See what happens. Now that would be hilarious.
Oh, I can only imagine the stupid shit we would say. Well, wait a minute.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
It's better than the stupid shit we normally say.
Yeah, it would probably be exactly what we say, just because scraping and everything. I mean, they would already know.
Can you get like AI to like go look at this video and write a script like it's you're writing a script for this show? Can you do that?
I bet. I mean, who writes for Marvel? Ask them; they would know. Rewrite this movie for me and add 10 more heroes.
Like what Elon Musk is going to do with the Odyssey.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, bring a little realism to it, Elon. There you go.
Yeah, it's funny. I saw a post about that today on Facebook and talking about the realism, and they're saying you do realize that the Spartan soldiers would usually pair an older soldier with a younger one as a mentor and lover.
Yeah.
So I say, are you going to have the Spartans kissing?
Yeah. Good luck with the censors, Elon.
It'd blow his lid.
Oh, the man is,
idiot.
Yeah, bombastic, grandiose, and dumb.
I saw that he said he's going to offer Mel Gibson $100 million to make this movie. And I can just imagine Mel Gibson saying, "Well, okay, that's my fee. What about the rest of the movie?"
Yeah, exactly. Right. And this time I get the licensing rights, you know.
We're just going to do it all with grok.
Yeah. Call it Greek balls, you know.
Grok balls.
Oh, fuck. Oh, he would lambast it. Actually, there's something to be said about that, maybe, you know? Yeah.
I'm not particularly, bothered about this Odyssey film, but I do like the fact that all the internet haters, because some of them are just like professional fucking movie haters. Doesn't matter what you do, they'll hate it.
Yeah.
And talk shit about it. And I love the fact that they're just being slapped in the face like a big wet fish because the movie is becoming like massively successful.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you get together a cast like that, I mean, you got Jason Bourne, you got Spider-Man's old lady, you know, that's a good ensemble, right?
Yeah. Most of which he's worked with before as well.
Yeah.
He's just bringing the band back together again.
Yeah, pretty much, right? You know. But I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's not. I don't go into it with fear of, oh God, it's another water world, right? You know.
I haven't seen the Waterworld. Yeah, no, I was thinking of Avatar. Just the same.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen the third one yet. Avatar. That is not Waterworld.
At least they didn't do what little girl with the bow and arrow movies did, and make a musical.
Oh, there's an idea.
Yeah, you know, You're the Mockingjay, that got so ridiculous. If I heard that one more time in that movie, I was gonna puke. But they put out a musical in that whole universe, which I thought was strange, you know.
Yeah. Well, you didn't mind it when Strange New Worlds did it.
That's one episode, not one movie in that franchise is like what, 20% of its content, right? You know,
I have no idea.
Yeah, actually, that Strange New World episode is awful. It's terrible. Strange New World, Star Trek, Strange New World, the new show. Season 4 just dropped yesterday. Well, for me this morning, right? And was it awesome? I couldn't recommend it enough. Excellent.
They've gone all, we haven't got enough dinosaurs in Star Trek. Let's get some dinosaurs. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, there was a sort of looking dinosaur thing. I don't want to be giving anything away because I can't recommend watching it enough. Even if you're not a fan, it's awesome. But
I will check it. I probably won't like it, but I'll check it.
Yeah. It's worth it. It's good. It's good. You know, it's if you're a science fiction person, watch that episode. Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah. If you're looking for Trek to do the race relation morality deep dive show or whatever, this is for science fiction people. It's really good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes a change.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes a change for all the modern Star Trek because it is usually about relationships and whatever, and yawn. But
yeah. But it was great. As soon as I watched it, I was like, "Fuck! I wish I hadn't," because I wish I would have waited until I had more episodes. You know.
Mm. And this is the final season as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It leads up to Pike's demise.
Yeah. Yeah, I read somewhere that somebody was saying there's 2 seasons in the bag. That's why there was a gap to get to where we are now. But other people are saying, no, that's stupid. There's just the one. So
just someone being hopeful.
Yeah. I don't want to get into all the trailers and stuff because I remember those moments. And then when they're in that location, I'm like, oh yeah, this happens, right? I can't be bothered with that. I want to watch it, you know?
Well, usually they try to make trailers so disjointed that it actually bears no resemblance to the episode in the end anyway.
Yeah,
So-
if you try to follow the story in the trailer, right. But if you remember those flashes, they're still spoilers in a way, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's yeah, it's a bit difficult to do a trailer without any kind of spoiler whatsoever.
Right. Exactly, you know? So
Apart from when Robin Williams did Toys.
Oh,
where
yeah,
he just stood in a field.
yeah. That's true. There's been I guess there's been a couple times in history, but you can't do those obscure marketing things every time and get away with it, right? You know, people want to know. But I already know I'm going to watch it, so I don't need convincing. I don't want any of the info, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it was also I saw a kind of like a video saying, ups and downs of the of episode 1 of season 4. I thought, no, yeah, do I really want to watch? I think I'd rather just watch the episode than rather be told what to think at this moment in time.
Yeah.
And they're always good to watch like after you watch an episode, because then you can disagree with the person completely.
True, that's true. You know, sometimes there is that, but for the most part, other people's opinions on things really don't much matter. You can get an idea of a consensus sometimes to know whether or not to bother getting into a thing, but opinions are so snap on the spot and way overboard these days that kind of don't want,
When you manage to get through the Star City season 1, I'll send you a link to the comment thread on a YouTube channel I wrote about that episode, the last episode. Yeah, it was quite funny.
Cool, I'll have to check that out for sure. Yeah.
And there's questions about that, whether there's going to be a season 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It might just be a one-off. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in Apple's defense, it wasn't the highest rated show, and they took For All Mankind further than most streaming platforms would have. So I give them props for it, for sure.
I'll tell you one thing. About Apple is it makes good business sense to make crap movies, because I saw a video that was talking about Holy Grail.
Okay.
And about how it was financed. And, it was financed by, Jethro Tull, Pink Floyd, and whoever. Who else was it? I can't remember. And basically, they were saying that it was a good investment for them, because even if it failed to make money, it's a tax write-off.
Yeah.
And you can continually write off a certain amount of tax against the loss each year.
Yeah.
And so it's actually financially viable not to make money.
Yeah.
We're not talking like the producers where it's just like fraud.
Yeah.
That's different. This is kind of like Hollywood accounting, and it kind of makes sense. And you wonder if the entire Hollywood system is just using the same premise. Is we'll throw money at it. We don't mind too much if it doesn't make money, because we'll write that off against tax and just we'll just go on and make a big budget movie next time.
Yeah, it can't really lose, but we can really profit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is funny as hell. Oh, wow, it's just another way we all lose kind of method again.
Seems to be happening all around. Trump's got new tariffs.
Oh, man. There's 80 countries on the list? It's ridiculous. And they're using something from 1930 that says because of something or other, the White House gets the authority to impose tariffs. Because they're trying to get around all those other tariffs being struck down as illegal, because they were. And as I understand, the section, whatever it's called, thing was the same thing that was used to put tariffs in during the Great Depression, and historically now is looked at as something that helped extend the Great Depression. So well done, Donnie boy. You're an idiot. But to me, it shows that the White House spends far more effort into looking for these loopholes and things so that Donnie can skirt the law than it does trying to do anything for the people except for those very rich folk at the top.
Yes.
Right?
Which takes us to a lovely segue to our new Prime Minister.
Oh, okay.
Andy Burnham. He's only been in for a few days, so he's still got time to fall on his face. But he's been pushing through some remarkable changes
already
to government. Yeah. Well, he's proposing. I suppose he's just like proposing at this stage, but they are kind of like fucking wild. He's taken VAT tax duty off electricity bills, so you no longer be taxed on electricity bills, which is like 20% extra.
Okay. Wow.
You don't know. So that's a massive shift. He is going to be taxing millionaires at a higher rate. He's going to be taxing the rich. What else he's been proposing? He's going to end rough sleeping in the streets, which is amazing because he was mayor of Manchester and he succeeded in doing that in Manchester to a degree where, you know, he actually ended up having people who were homeless come to Manchester to get into the program.
Wow!
So they got people. You got people off the streets, and then the numbers started rising again. But he's now proposing to do the same thing nationally,
right? Which
would mean that wouldn't happen.
Wow!
Yeah, he's put a cap on bus fares to £2. It sounds like Count Binface, but in a suit. Hang on, let me just get to my gain control. Turn it down a bit.
Yeah, I just noticed mine was too, so that's why I was passing on that notice there.
I don't know if I turned it up or turned it down.
Turn it towards all the sliders, not the one slider.
It's at the back, and I'm looking at it backwards.
Yeah, but I mean from the perspective of you sitting in front of it.
Right, so I'm turning it toward the sliders.
Yeah, turning it clockwise from your position, which I know, but you know,
I can't mentally figure that out. Oh no, so towards the sliders is anti-clockwise from my position. So I've got to turn it that way. How's that?
That's the wrong way. That's the wrong way.
That's the wrong way. So I'm going anti-clockwise. And how better?
I need to hear a bit more.
All right, we'll just try that for a minute.
Okay.
See how it goes. Yeah. So Andy Burnham could be a refreshing change in UK politics. You know, it's going to be well hated. Nobody knows how he's going to finance these things. But I'm thinking at this point, just fuck it, let's go for it.
You can't do anything in modern politics without eliciting a really strong hate response from some group. And it always, to me, comes down to that. Remember, they may be loud, but there's not actually that many of them. But you can't please everyone anymore, because if it's not absolutely perfect to them, they lose their shit, even though it's a lot better than it was before. But, it's tough now.
Well, the thing is over the past few years, it's like really grabbed my attention is the amount of times that you have politicians, and most of this is coming from the United States, they say, we don't have any money for that. We don't have any. We don't have money for healthcare or childcare or any of that kind of shit. Nothing. We got no money. There's no money. Oh no, it was spending 10 billion on this war in Iran. And Trump's spending 50 gazillion on a new ballroom and a new jet, and he wants an Arc de Triomphe and all that kind of. It's like what the fuck are you talking about? How can you say you got no money?
Yeah,
and then just splurge on other shit.
Yeah,
so
give massive tax breaks to the rich, only to turn around and cut food stamps and health care. I mean, how the fuck is that reality, man?
Yeah, so I'm sort of like foreseeing the similar sort of situation in the UK as well. It's just like the government have always said we don't have any money. They're just sitting on it. They just don't want to spend it, just in case.
And to me, there's a simple fact in reality, and in quite a few places in Europe and so on, you see the results of this. A healthy populace contributes more. Even if they're just getting some money from the government to get by during a transition in life or something, they use that money in the economy and so on and whatnot. And, a healthy, able and ready to go populace wants to do things more. You throw in a bit more of a realistic minimum wage and so on, and you get people that don't just sit there, angry, thumb warrioring all day because they can only afford craft dinner and whatnot. And you get a way better thing going on,
Well, they'll still be angry, but they won't understand why they're a little bit happier.
Yeah, right?
Because somebody did it for them,
Yeah. But and it's so tough.
Damn Andy Burnham putting food on the table.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see what this guy does, and and how things play out for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm kind of excited. And for it to be a Labour Prime Minister to do it is quite impressive. We'll see.
Yeah. And over here in liberal Canada, we have a guy that's leading the Liberal Party that's, very conservative with his financial, fiscal nature background and stuff. And it seems to be working out just fine as well. I think it just proves, you don't have to be this hard one side or the other, and the us versus them rhetoric can be overcome. We're having a lot of it still in Canada, but more and more people are going, okay, it's actually working,
Yeah, well, but it's just that sort of situation is like, oh, fuck your politics. It's like, how can we help?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people get lost on that part of the whole side of politics. That's what you're supposed to do, is help people and help your populace. And you go, and he says, well, how can we help? Oh, I can't afford it.
Yeah.
You tighten the belts and pull up your braces and, eat dog food and shit like that. No, fuck off.
Yeah.
Let's make it great again. Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh, dear Lord. Wow, we almost got kicked out of the club.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If Trump had genuinely made America great again, if he actually genuinely did that, and cut costs of people, got Medicare and all that kind of stuff sorted out, and done all these like social things that any human being would want to do, then we wouldn't be looking at Trump in the same way.
Yeah, maybe people would be going, fucking right, build him that arch. Not, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah.
Let him take money out of the treasury. We don't care.
Right?
He's doing an amazing job.
Yeah. I mean, even in Bizarro world where Spock has a beard, that wouldn't have happened. But,
Yeah, but Kirk wore more eyeliner, like J.D. Vance.
Yeah, and a girdle. Yeah.
Apparently, that's all a lie. Didn't happen.
I
The fact you can fucking see it underneath his uniform is neither here nor there. But
I think the new guy on Strange New Worlds has that kind of thing going on as well. But I don't think he's actually wearing an independent thing. I think it's just like an extra seam just to try to take an inch off when he's wearing that, or whatever, right?
Or maybe he's just matching William Shatner's style. He's just trying to keep it genuine.
Oh no!
I mean, it didn't fucking work when they tried to put it on Boba Fett.
Yeah,
tie it, pull it tighter.
Yeah,
he still can't get into the old Boba Fett outfit. We'll have to make a new one.
He looked like a frozen beer that was expanding and about to burst, man.
I'm sure Beskar metal doesn't stretch. Is it like Lycra or something? I don't know.
Yeah, well, it depends. If it's got the Lululemon stamp on it, it'll definitely stick to your ass. What was I going to go to? Damn it.
Check the script.
Yeah, it had something to do with weight saving, trim your look metal. I don't know.
Okay. It sounded convoluted.
Yeah. Oh,
good job you forgot it.
Yeah. In the Mandalorian TV series, there was this chick that shows up, I think in like season 2, and it's a pretty girl, little bigger and tougher, and she's probably like a wrestler or an MMA fighter or something that wanted to be an actress, right? But if I remember correctly, she did or said and blah blah, and it didn't go over well, and I don't know if that even affected her role in the show, or was that just at the end of Cancel, or
Yeah, no, it got her kicked off. I'm trying to remember her name. There's lots of letters on the tip of my tongue, and they're all mixed up. It's not the right ones.
Yeah, she did get canceled.
Gina,
can't remember.
Carallo.
No, that's that chick that she's been in lots of movies. Or no, maybe I'm mixing up a different name. Carla something. Yeah, she like.
Well, yeah. The simple fact of the matter is, don't come here for any facts.
Yeah. Speculation. Yeah. Drunken meandering. Sure, right.
Yeah.
But I did like her.
The smart people in the chat can tell us.
Yeah, but I did like her as an actress. Like, you get these people that become actors because they're tough or whatever, and quite often, even in their 60s, they're still not good actors. But I thought she was pretty damn good at it. I remember finding out that she had pulled Idiot, and I was like, fuck, yeah, she's gone then,
Yeah. I can't even remember what she said. I don't think it was that lethal a statement, if I remember rightly, but,
Yeah. I can't remember either. Chris is like, Dick's thinking of Karya, whatever her name is. I'm not even going to try because I'll fuck it up. But yeah, cool little hottie brunette chick, right? She plays the wife of this guy and that guy and the other guy in lots of movies and stuff. She was the Rock's wife in one of those all hell breaks loose movies. I can't remember.
I think we are talking about two different people now.
Yeah. Because I was getting the names screwed up, right? Because that little dyslexic thing happens, and I can't pronounce their names correctly because the letters are in the wrong order in my brain. Yeah. And then you get two that are similar and put them together, and I'm fucked, right?
Yes.
Gina Carano Steve McGowan says Lucasfilm is no longer a part of the series after many online called for the firing over some social media shit. Yeah, there we go.
And she's not small. She's a a tall lass. So that's why I think it's a different person.
Yeah, no, but
it seems to happen a lot. You just say the wrong thing, you get cancelled. It's happening a lot in Hollywood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think less now. I think now that Trump and scum have taken power, you're probably going to get a little less reporting because there's just not going to be a reaction to it as much, and people are probably holding any stories until the next administration where somebody might actually listen to them, right?
Well, one dude, I can't remember his name, but he got cancelled in Hollywood because he said something about Trump. So, and that's the funny thing is
dear God,
yeah. But this is the funny thing is a lot of the time, something happens. What do? You first go to a movie star to get their opinion on the subject.
Yeah.
They're fucking actors. They pretend to be people and lie for a living.
Yeah.
Why on earth would you go to them? You got like someone's got a PhD on the subject of politics and Trumpism and whatever, and has written a book or maybe several books. You know who I'm talking about.
Brian Taylor Cohen.
You go to them to ask them a question, not Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, exactly. Did you go and ask Woody how to get all murdery just because he did in that Natural Born Killers movie, or
Wow.
Go to him for drinking advice because
there were real murders in that movie. It was
Oh, it's not movie.
It does say at the end several actors were harmed in the making of this movie.
Wow. That's funny.
What in realism,
Yeah. Somebody broke a fingernail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve McGowan in the chat says people have gotten too sensitive on both sides. Indeed. Absolutely. You can't make a comment about somebody in Republica doing something proven factually wrong without somebody on the other side going, oh, yeah, but what about fucking blah, blah and whatnot? Can't you just say, yeah, he got caught? Can't you have to make but the other side does it. That doesn't make it right, you fucking idiot.
Well, I heard someone having a conversation about that, and they were saying that they were talking about it's like MAGA going, oh, what about this guy and the Democrats? They go, yeah, we kicked him out. He's now in prison. He's doing jail time for what he did.
Yeah, unlike your guy, he's president.
Yeah, and you voted him in, and you're backing him up.
Yeah. When you see
there's a lot of that goes on. They'll just say, "Oh, yeah, what about that guy? Yeah. And he's fucking out of it."
Yeah, and there's this mentality in some of the MAGA world. It's like we believe your side cheated on X issue, and as such, we get to cheat now. No, that can't be the answer. Holy shit, man. Every time the power flips and flops, the abuse of power will only get worse if that is the actual response of the populace and the voting power of the people as a whole. I mean, you're just inviting tyrannical takeover if that keeps happening, right?
Yeah. Was it last night we were talking about this? Talking about Trump and his 34 felony convictions and blah blah blah, and found guilty of rape and had to pay money out. And then the main guy, but what about Bill Clinton? The guy who had a blowjob in the White House.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah.
And and the thing is, that's not even a crime. That's not even in the Constitution that thou shalt not have a blowjob in the White House.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't go and play at Pedophile Island. He just,
Well, apparently he did that as well. But,
but that, okay, yeah. So you see how this goes, right? It's but the whole thing of Monica Lewinsky being somehow equal to the Epstein files is a joke, right?
Exactly.
Right? I mean, he wasn't even, unless you count the cigar, he didn't even,
Well, it was consensual.
The cigar said yes.
No, the cigar said, I'm not going in there.
Yeah. Put 2 condoms on me, please. I want to survive this.
This is not what I'm for. Get a cucumber.
Yeah. The whole thing with Monica Lewinsky, though, there's a good point there by Mexi Girl. They destroyed her life over that. And I mean, let's be fair. That is complete bullshit. 2 tango and Billy got another run, right? That's bullshit,
Yeah. And it is just about sex.
Yeah.
I mean, our Prime Minister, John Major, was apparently having an affair with, what's her name? Edwina Curry. During his prime ministerial, position. And
humanity,
that's a video I don't want to see clips of.
Humanity, when it comes to love, honor, and respect until the day you die, wedding vow thing, humanity kind of suck. And any couple that are forced to endure long times apart and stuff, like Hollywood couples and politician couples and all that stuff, there's almost always infidelity. If you're not around your spouse enough, you're gonna fuck something else. Humans are awful,
That sounds like it should be on a t-shirt. That was poetic.
You know what I mean? It's really bad.
Yeah, someone clip that. That was just beautiful poetry.
We're gonna be TikTok stars.
No. Are there any old farts on TikTok becoming stars? I don't know.
I have no idea. Do you have to suck on Tide Pods to even get accepted to be on the channel? Right?
Tide Pods. That's so 2025.
See, I'm just.
You can just see that you putting on a Tide Pod video out on TikTok, and all the kids will be going, "Oh, it's so fucking lame."
Yeah. I could put up a video how to tune a carburetor, and they would think it's steam engines, right?
Yeah. Look, it's me, dude. I'm planking. Oh, for fuck's sake.
If I was going to plank, I would just grab a plank, like a board, and just carry it. I don't,
lie on it.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way I'm doing that. It looks like you have to use muscles and stuff.
Yeah, no. These days, to become an internet star, I think you have to 98% kill yourself in the process.
Yeah. In my little town, it turns out they have a place that teaches parkour. That run around the city pissing people off thing, right?
Yeah. That's brilliant. I love that.
Yeah, I thought it was amazing because it's about time you teach young people how to run from the cops in case they have a terrible youth, right?
Yeah, but I joined the over 60s parkour club. It's basically where you go for a short stroll and sit on a park bench for half an hour. And feed the ducks.
Yeah. You know how NASCAR racing is the bootleggers getting together and racing? Well, that's what BMX racing was, right? It was just kids stealing bikes, getting away from the cops, and then we started racing. And so that's what parkour is. It's just learning how to get away from the cops by running through backyards and shit, right?
Interesting point. I used to be a navigator on a NASCAR car race.
I'm sorry, what?
I used to be the navigator, sitting on the left turn, left turn,
rally,
left turn, left turn, left turn, left.
Yeah, but he only did it on the super speedway, so he had time for a glass of wine in between the turns, right?
Champagne, mate.
You know, okay, NASCAR. Let's do that for a second. There's a YouTuber named Cletus McFarland. He pretends to be a redneck, but he was actually a law student, right? Pretty smart guy. And he got to the point of fame and fandom because of YouTube and whatnot, and drag racing and all this crazy stuff he's done, like these jet boat races and all kinds of craziness. NASCAR invited him to actually get into the junior ranks and see if he's good enough, right? And I couldn't believe how much help the driver gets from this person called a spotter who sits up at the top of the stands and watches. So you're in the car driving, and the spotter's like, okay, just to your right, just to your right. Okay, 6 inches, you're almost clear. Okay, now you're clear. You can take the position, blah, blah. And I was thinking to myself, if you tried doing that in like Formula One racing, they would fucking pull your car into the pits and disqualify you for not letting the driver drive the fucking car. I couldn't believe it, man. Now, I know NASCAR, you're all like fender to fender and it's pretty tight and whatnot, but still, really? I was a little bit shocked at how much help they get.
I'm surprised, the type of people who do NASCAR, they don't have a spotter, they have a sniper.
Yeah.
Taking out the tires.
Yeah. What was that? Episode 1?
What?
Oh, the pod race. They had people sniping the cars, right?
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Steve McGowan in the chat says, Tom Cruise actually learned how to drive for Days of Thunder. And that's a kind of a shitty movie, but, very much true.
Well, he still likes to drive, doesn't he?
He's a maniac on everything, right?
Yeah. He's fucking full on. He's like what's his name? Steve McQueen.
Oh,
He's really into it.
Yeah, I do believe there's a little bit of jealousy, like I want to be Steve McQueen going on there, but like Tom Cruise has to have a motorcycle in a movie or he's not in it, right?
Well, let's put it this way. Steve McQueen didn't own and fly a P-51 Mustang.
Oh, man, no doubt. Right? But had
that's top level jealousy.
Yeah. But had Steve McQueen lived, he probably would have got to the point where he could have bought one and all that, right?
No, it'd have got a fucker and shot that other fucker down.
Yeah. Could watch them have a dog fight. But yeah, Cruise is crazy, man. He'll do just the most crazy stuff, and not just like stunts and whatnot, but with bikes and cars. He's properly crazy, right?
And he's not a young chicken anymore.
No,
I've got to take my hat off to him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't own a hat, so I won't do that. But if I had a hat, I would take it off to him.
I wouldn't, because then you have to put Scientology into the mix and go, oh yeah, right, you're a fuck, That's the thing that ruins man.
It's a tax evasion thing. I'm sure.
Well, but that's the thing that ruins it with those Scientologists for me. Any one of them that's like actually kind of cool is instantly a git.
Not really heard much about Tom Cruise and his connections with Scientology in the past few years.
It only comes up when he gets divorced.
I think he's been too busy bloody working.
Maybe he's trying to make a break for it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he wants to do that space movie. He ain't coming back, man.
well, maybe that's why he's making so many, high level movies. So like real tentpole movies for Hollywood, because he's paying off his debt.
Yeah,
into Scientology. They've got him in on a like an Amway, buying tapes and shit, and books. But R.L. Hubbard fucking books that he's still writing even though he's dead.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's still churning them out, and you're going to buy them.
Yeah. Maybe they have tapes of certain encounters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah. Oh man. You know, I wanted to bring up quick Trump and the tariffs, especially with Canada, because he's on a fucking warpath rampage again. 50% on all this bullshit. It's ridiculous. Excuse me. One of the things he keeps bringing up is this tariff that Canada has on dairy imports. Now, it's ridiculous, something like 1,800% or something, or whatever it is. It's monumentally stupid and high. The thing is America has to import a staggeringly high amount of dairy products before the tariff is enacted. And America's never imported enough dairy into Canada to ever enact that tariff. So hearing about it is bullshit. And what I would say to Mark Carney, Prime Minister of Canada, is show him the reality of the situation. Drop that tariff entirely. He will coo about this big win, and yet America will not import enough dairy to get to that number because Canadians like our dairy better. And it's a fact. Just let it happen, man. Watch. That's what I say. Fuck. Just do it. For sure. There's a few other things about that asshole that I was going to bring up, but you know what? Fuck him.
Bring him up. Bring him up. Put him up.
Yeah. A bunch of Canadian provinces got together yesterday and the day before, or whatever the meeting was. But we have this weird thing in Canada. I bet you guys have it too because of bootlegging across the states. That must be the same kind of rules. But you can't just freely take beer and wine and stuff from province to province without little tariff fees and stuff. And it's all bullshit, right? So almost all of our Canadian provinces have agreed to just drop that shit and open the market. And that's going to make it even harder for American products to get their way back on the shelves after, when all these extra choices come to the different provinces and whatnot.
It's not like you have like customs checks on, go from province to province. How can they follow it and prove it?
Each province has their own liquor control board action and whatnot. So, there's approved distributors and whatnot, and they can't carry out of province this and that. Some can. So there's a whole whack of rules and stupidity to it, and it's all just been dropped.
All right. Okay, so you're not just talking about people just personally in their cars. It's like moving around. You're talking about businesses.
Yeah. I mean, if you go to Alberta and buy some wine and drive it back to British Columbia, well, that's what you did. Nobody cares, right? It's about on the shelves, right?
Gotcha. That makes more sense.
Yeah. So it would be good, I think in the end it'll be fine.
It seems kind of daft in the first place.
A bit. I believe some of those restrictions were due to local stuff is local, regional stuff, maybe even making room for some imports and stuff. I don't really know where it comes from, but it does seem a little strange. Yeah. I mean, it's Canadian, right? But and it's just more ways that Canada's, getting into a more retaliatory spirit with our fight on America over all this stuff. There's been other meetings going on, and Carney himself has said it, we had a deal called NAFTA. Trump came in 2016, whatever it was, ripped it up and did his deal. And then there was Biden. And then Trump came in and ripped up what was Trump's deal just to make a point of it being the last administration and threw it out.
Yeah. So,
Right?
I'm revving up Biden's plan. Yeah. No, you did it. You
Exactly. That's your signature, prick, And he ripped it up again and made us do a new deal. And now he's going against his own signature, 9-10 months later, or whatever it is? Like, I'm sorry, Donald, but why would anyone negotiate with a fucking bold-faced liar? At this point, we're pretty sick of your punk ass, Fuck you, buddy.
I love the fact the other day that he was whining about the fact is American spirits aren't being sold in the shelves in Canada.
Yeah.
And it is like crying about it. He's like, well, it's your fucking fault.
Yeah.
It's like, you did it. What do you expect them to go? Oh, well, we'll pay the tariff happily because your Jack Daniels is delicious.
Yeah. And that's the other thing.
It just cost us 50% more.
And you got some governors and stuff bitching to Canada as if somehow we're the bad guys for not stocking American booze when your president's talking about economic warfare to take us over and so on in the run up to his election. And now that he's in power, he's fucking going psychotic. What do you think we would do?
Maybe they were hiding very, very small Marines inside the bottles of Jack Daniels.
Yeah. You think that worm?
A small invasion force.
Yeah,
ready, a bit like a Trojan horse.
Yeah,
waiting to break out from the bottle and take over Canada.
But these governors and blah blah and whatnot, they should be going at Trump's administration because it's only Trump's actions that have caused Canadians to behave this way. We never did this shit before, right? I mean, I know a lot of people that enjoyed a lot of American alcohol, and these days I don't see it,
No, there must be a boom in Canada, for Canadian-made alcohol.
Yeah, I mean,
they go, well, actually, this stuff's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. It's really, really helped. And the sentiment is so strong that if you were to put American booze back on the shelves that it has been taken from right now in Canada, yes, it would sell some because there are some people that just don't care about anything that's going on and they just want what they want.
Yeah, they still like an ice cold Bud.
Exactly, or maybe they like a Jack Daniels or Johnny Walker or whatever, right? But many Canadians would still say, fuck you. And it's not you, the guy who works at Kentucky bourbon plant or whatever and blah, blah. And it's, you know what I mean? But it's, you all got to stand up, tell that motherfucker to shut up. You just do, And I don't mean that lightly or anything, but, it's that whole thing where communicate with the governors and blah, blah and whatnot and let them know, we understand why Canadians are doing this. It has nothing to do with the alcohol. It has everything to do with them being fucking threatened by our asshole president. Fucking tell them.
I'm very suspicious of the people who make Jack Daniels anyway, because the entire town is teetotal. That's just wrong.
The entire town is what?
Teetotal. Don't drink. They don't drink.
Are you fucking kidding me? Is that true?
It's what I heard. It may not be true.
That's like nobody involved in Harley Davidson ever being a motorcycle rider.
Yeah,
right?
Or it would be like vegans running an abattoir.
Yeah. Exactly, right?
But they will be very, very kind to the cows before they put them down. Tell them a nice little story about where they're going to go into heaven.
Yeah. Would you like a carrot?
Yeah. So the county is a dry county. Oh
my God.
I can't remember which county it is, but yeah.
You can't make this shit up.
I know. It's like, what are they making it for? They're just trying to poison everyone. I don't know.
Wow.
How do they test it? How do they, make sure it's all right?
They test it on prisoners.
Yeah, no, they find prostitutes who know how to spit.
Yeah. They import people from Texas, we got a shout out here from none other than a true United Kingdom hero himself, Count Binface. Oh, yeah. Says, hello, Shills people. The Count here in sunny Clacton. And yes, if you're thinking of voting in the by-election for that Farage con man, well, you may as well put your vote in the fucking bin. Yeah.
I wish that's the real Count Binface.
Oh, God. Love you, Count. Thanks so much. Absolutely. Yeah.
We'd definitely have him on as a guest.
Oh, yeah. Get in touch if you want to, hang out and chat coming up. Love to.
Yeah. Let's keep an eye on that hand drying machine in the pub in Uxbridge.
Yeah.
That is in a totally inappropriate position and needs to be moved.
Yes. And I mean, even if you're...
It's one of his top policies.
Yeah. Even if you're not the real Count Binface, just stay in character and we're good. Let's go. I say, fuck it. Let's ride.
Yeah, that whole story is just going to be hilarious when it actually comes to fruition of this by-election. I'm not too sure when it is, to be honest with you, but I don't think it's too far away.
I want to see Count Binface take off the helmet and actually be the head of lettuce.
Well, he's saying he's never going to take the helmet off, which means he will not be able to sit in Parliament. Because in Parliament you're not allowed to wear headgear or armor. So they're counting his plastic, additional bits on his costume as armor.
How can that still be on the books? Are you guys waiting for the second coming of King Arthur or something? What's going on?
It literally goes back to Cromwell.
Lord Protector of England.
Yeah, exactly. It's all part of that history.
That's one of my favorite Python songs, and I love that one. Oh, God.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, no. You're going to start doing the top 10 of the Python songs.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough one.
Well, the thing about that song is it was so funny when I didn't even understand it. And to make sure I was getting the jokes properly, that sent me to the library so that I could find out who the fuck that guy was, And
you suddenly realize you've been sung a history lesson.
Yeah, exactly. When I was like, holy fuck, man. Wow, But it was just some of the deliveries. Like, anybody who truly knows comedy knows that tone of voice, delivery, and so on can take something that shouldn't be funny at all and just have you dying laughing, right?
Why is a penguin on the telly?
Exactly. Right? What's his name? Mr. Bean classically did a few of those on his interview on Top Gear, where he would just say a word funny.
Yes.
Yes.
Rowan Atkinson, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking an annoying individual person.
Oh, my God. So, sometimes you almost feel embarrassed for humanity watching that motherfucker, right?
Yeah. I think he's kind of like stuck up his own arse a little bit because he's been putting out these movies. I mean, the Mr. Bean movies, they're not a patch on the TV series, but they did well.
They're Americanized.
And so he's been putting out these other movies like, Man versus Bee or Man versus Baby and stuff like that. And for me, they're unwatchable.
It's like watching a new Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, I just can't stand the man. Johnny English movies, can't stand it. because he's like it's inept, but then he's cool at the same time. You can't have the two things go together. It doesn't work.
If I'm honest, I was not a Rowan Atkinson fan at all until I discovered that he actually owned a McLaren F1. And then when he sold it, it just gave up, right?
Oh, he crashed it. He crashed it.
Yeah. And he did fix it, which was holy God amount of money, right?
Wouldn't have bothered. There was nothing left to fix.
Oh.
But the thing is, Blackadder, the series Blackadder, he's superb in that.
See, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, maybe not the first episode series. It's watchable, but you go, what's all the big deal about? But no, you go from the series 2, series 3, and the final one when just set during World War One. They are just superb.
Yeah.
Can't knock them.
I'll have to check it out. Yeah. Because in the stuff from him that I have seen, you can see that there's something there, but it's like it's being oversold now, right? As if there's no point in writing a joke anymore. It's just let them flop around and stuff. And, it seems to me that there had to be something better. Right.
Well, in his early days, he was doing a lot of great stuff on stand up, and he was also part of a comedy troupe, not the 9 o'clock news, and there was some really good stuff on that, and I'll come back to that in a second. But in his stand up stuff, he just basically come out on stage like a school teacher or something, and he'd be marking people down for their attendance, and he can actually make that funny. Yeah, a bit like that. There's a great one, him as the devil meeting people as they come, and he goes, Americans over there, please. It's genius. It's absolute genius. And when he was on not the 9 o'clock news, he did some great sketches, absolutely some fantastic sketches. And one of my favorite is when he plays a priest who has made, I'm trying to remember the details now, but he's made a film.
Careful now.
About Jesus, but it's compared to that interview with Monty Python. When they were talking to the
Brian,
about Brian, that famous late night kind of like sit down with Malcolm Muggeridge and the Bishop of
Dick Cavett show or something or whatever.
I can't remember, and Michael Palin is fucking just about to blow his top and kill, but it's done in the same vein. But they flip the script.
Right,
and it's great. It's great, but modern stuff. Rowan, just take a back seat now, mate. Sorry, I can't stand your pace.
Yeah. Take a lesson from Jerry Seinfeld and just know it's over, okay, buddy?
Yeah. Same with Cannonball. We don't see them anymore. And you don't know who the fuck.
Oh no, I do, and I know why we don't see them anymore.
Well, because one of them's dead, I think.
I think that evolved into anything RuPaul is putting on TV right now. Shout out here to Commander Prankster.
I think that's a different Cannonball you're thinking of, man. Never mind.
Yeah, well, they always seem to do this almost cross-dressy joke thing. The few that I've ever seen, right?
Right.
Yeah. But Commander Prankster joining Kofi as a member. Huge thanks, Commander. Awesome. Very, very much welcomed indeed. And double check, because sometimes they do this thing where you become a member for a monthly payment and you only meant it for it to be once. So, double check. Because, man, they're getting to be a little bit assholey with that shit, And we don't
tariffs on it.
Yeah, we don't have I've looked, there's no setting for me to turn that shit off to make sure, Of course not, right? I know. But I mean, that's probably peanuts compared to the fucking bullshit we got going on with Patreon right now because they just, deleted everything and we're trying to get it back. We'll see what happens. Dear Lord.
Well, if you don't get anywhere, go on to the YouTube channel Plumpermoose, Plumpermoose, which I think is French for grapefruit.
Yeah,
like that.
Pamplemousse, I think so. Yeah.
Because the CEO of Patreon, he plays keyboards on the band. You can probably get a much closer connection by going through that YouTube channel in the comments than you can through Patreon. He's a funny little beardy guy, and he likes playing. He's like what's the guy from Peanuts who played the piano? Schroeder. Yeah, Schrodinger's cat. Yeah, he's like him. He's hunched over the keyboard, tiny little keyboard playing, and he's happy and jolly. And I used to follow him a lot back in the
day. Oh man! Every time I think life is starting to make just a little bit of sense, something like that happens.
Yeah. I'm here to facilitate.
French guy with the name Pamplemousse. I'd probably find him picking cherries in an orchard around the corner.
Hey, he's got a pretty cute chick. So just the saying. Yeah. just saying. They have actually done some amazing videos. And not very many because they go, Jesus Christ, that's fucking hard work.
Yeah.
But they have done like one that was just like absolutely stunning. I loved it.
Cool.
But
yeah. There's like Marquez Brownlee makes it look so easy. Can I just get an AI to make that happen?
Yes.
What are we? Where are we? Oh, okay. We're still good.
Yeah, well, I'm still good.
Yeah, I'm.
You still good?
Oh well, stable run coming, but I'm getting there.
Stable run.
Yeah, we've evolved the phrase "see a man about a horse" to stable run, right?
Gotta muck out the manure.
Yeah. People that don't know what we're talking about will be like, "What the fuck is that idiot saying now?" But
nothing new there, then.
Yeah. Well, it's been shifted to me now, so
I wasn't going to argue that.
I wonder, the populace in general, especially like us that are always on YouTube doing this and that and the other thing. I wonder if at this point in the news cycle of 2026 and all that's coming at us thick and fast and so on and whatnot, are we tuning out enough to tune into actual life just to enjoy instead of constantly consuming this fucking shit?
Probably not. I know where you're coming from. I mean, we kind of like have to do it because we got to do a show, and then we kind of even when I don't do very much research to put into a show, I feel like I put too much of research into a show.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't want to know. I don't want to talk about this.
I don't
know. I don't think we do. I think we're all like suffering from it just in social media. If you say you go on Facebook or whatever, and you've got your hobbies and your interests, and you're probably following some some groups or something, like a sewing group or a model making group or whatever, and you're scrolling. But as
Go
you're doing,
fade that fucking chat, you know?
yeah, but as you, yeah, well, let's not go into the fact that that can be a toxic environment in itself.
Oh, yeah.
You
You
know, some of
used
these
what
groups.
needle with that yarn?
Yeah, I know. My wife tells me all these stories all the fucking time about how toxic some of these bitches can be. But anyway, so you're using Facebook, and you're scrolling through it, and it's like, well, every second post is something you're not interested in.
Yeah.
But it's telling you how fucking terrible the things are.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Trump, be a post about Trump, or be a post about, Trump, or a post about Trump, or another post about Trump. It's just like, oh no, you just can't get away from it.
Or you make a comment, oh, if you believe that, you're only interested in the fight, not the root of politics and how to make it better for everybody. Oh, you're a fucking blah, blah, and whatnot. And it just sucks you into more interaction that is desperately unhealthy, you know?
Well, that is a key point. There's was it LBC radio? There's a I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah.
But he brings in UK versions of Magarites, basically, Brexiteers and all that kind of stuff. And they're coming on, oh yeah, blah.
Seen
blah,
Andrew
blah.
Marr on that, have I not?
You might have done. I'm not too sure, but this is not the guy I'm talking about. But anyway, so you end up having these people come on with their their strong opinions, and the host is trying to bring out the reasoning.
Yeah,
behind those opinions, and they go, "Well, you're fucking immigrants, blah blah blah." Well,
yeah.
but yeah,
all right, let's go deeper. Right?
Yeah,
and there is no deeper.
There isn't. It's just surface level.
Yeah,
hate and shittery.
Yeah.
From the top, and it was a classic thing. We're talking about Brexit and how the governments have failed, and Farage is going to be the savior of it because. Why? And he's going, well, all the other governments failed. Well, what would you do? Well, I'm not a politician.
Yeah,
so
but they failed. But
what would you do? I don't know. And this is
and they start doing that. They start doing that 2 weeks thing, and the head comes off, and
does not compute.
Danger, Will Robinson, But
that's the thing is everybody is so good at fucking moaning, they have no idea on how to fix things.
Mm-hmm.
And that even is got into deep into actual politics and politicians.
Oh yeah,
they'll moan at each other, but nobody's got a fucking answer.
Yeah, it's gone a lot further than that, which I think makes it so much more dangerous to any way of people getting over this stuff and moving towards a way of working together, even through differences again, like actually was possible a long time ago, because you've got neighbors and one will have a tree near a fence. And the tree goes over onto the other side and, drops leaves or something. So the other neighbor's all pissed off because they have to fucking rake the leaves and blah, blah, and whatnot. But the other person's like, we're not moving our tree and blah, blah, and all that. And there's seriously super easy compromises to come to these resolutions. But nope. We're going to fight in court and blah, blah. I mean, you live next door to these people, and that's what you want in your life is fucking angst and stress and anguish and cost expense just over a fucking tree?
And in the meantime, no one is looking out the window going, what a beautiful tree.
Yeah, and it really provides nice shade,
And the birds are sitting in there.
Exactly.
It's like, it's a fucking tree. The tree is embarrassed.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
You have somebody who's walking into the grocery store and the staff have done the best they can during a winter storm, but you slip on a little bit of ice and you sue the shit out of them. Yeah. But it's a winter storm, you fucking moron. You should have known better.
Yeah.
Fuck?
But you didn't slip on ice inside the store.
Right. Right. You know, there's so much of this that just drives me crazy,
Yeah.
man. You know?
Yeah, this kind of like world hatred thing is just getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Which is why people like what's his name? What's the name of the PM now? Forgotten already. Andy Burnham and Mandami as well. You know, these are like the two individuals on opposite sides of the oceans who are like possibly the only two people that seem to give a fuck.
Yeah.
The only two.
Yeah.
You know, just take that in for a minute, because it's impossible to imagine.
It's horrific for a realization that this is the
We should-
leadership of the world we have.
We should all be caring.
Yeah.
My wife was saying the other day yesterday there was some car like broke down. I think it was a big red Mercedes that was a guy who was featured on YouTube recently. But the car broke down, at the junction just outside our house, and this little old man got out, limping, and he was trying to push the car and steer it at the same time, and he was struggling because it's a big old car. Someone else stopped to help, and that was like an 80-year-old man who just came in to try to help him. But everybody else is just like whizzing by going, get out of the fucking way. It's like nobody stepped up to help.
Yeah. I've seen so much of this in the world recently. You'll have some 65, 7-year-old grandma looking person who's at the grocery store with the hood up on her car, can't figure out what's going on. And you've got all these people going in and out, just literally ignoring it.
Yeah.
Right? How the fuck can your life be such that you don't have 5 minutes just to say, hey, do you need a hand getting somewhere? Maybe, calling for some help. Maybe I know a bit about cars. Like, for fuck's sake, something, man.
See, this is the thing when they talk about making America great again, or Britain great again, and all this kind of stuff. It's like, go back to the 1950s mentality of social interaction and helping people. Because that's what they did back then. They would help people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the problem. It's not economics. It's not getting your groceries cheaper or being able to buy a T-shirt for £1. Yep. No, that's not the things that made your countries great.
Mm-hmm.
It's helping people.
That's right.
Lifting people up.
That's right.
And nobody seems to fucking get that.
Yeah. You go back in time, you had companies that actually used to make a product that was built to last. You had construction companies that would build a home, and they're still strong today, and blah, blah, so many things. And now it's all just in shitification to the point where people are now treating each other the way companies treat us. And it should be the other way around. We should all be uniting against this bullshit, not letting that stuff frustrate and anger us to the point where we're taking that out on each other in these petty interactions over shit.
Right.
It's fucked up. It should be the other way around. And I truly believe that a lot of this growth towards this behavior has been algorithmically taught to us by the social online services that we use for interactions and whatnot. They end up putting us in a position of altercation and so on, and it becomes normal. And therefore, you're always worried about these stupid little things in life instead of, somebody like Trump actually making your life 25% more expensive just so the rich can get off better.
Yeah, well, him. He just,
Well, you know,
I don't actually think he cares about the rest of the rich people.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just so long as he gets rich.
Yeah, he only cares about his cut. But you know what I mean,
exactly,
right?
yeah.
You know, ranty, but yeah, you know, it's wrong, man. People got to be better. You know, and it takes a conscious decision to be better when it's become second nature, autopilot reaction, right? You know, I'm sure I'm as guilty of it as a lot of people in a lot of ways. It's just become standard behavior, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I do notice though, like as a driver, you get people that are like, oh my God, you cut me off, blah, blah, road ragey.
Yes.
I myself get annoyed, but not road ragey, when somebody puts their indicator on after they've touched the brake pedal because they haven't told me what they're going to do. Put your indicator on first so I can pull around you if it's a dual lane situation. And, you know, like if I'm looking to cross a busy street and you're going to be turning left, put your damn indicator on down there because I know you're going to slow down and I can get across, right? Work with everybody. I can't stand these drivers that don't do this anymore, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
I know what I mean. But
like if I see somebody, sorry, Dunk, if I see somebody trying to pull out, I'll look in my mirror and see that if I just sped up a tiny bit, they have a gap to get in and I'll do it, right?
Yeah.
Work with the flow of traffic.
But I'm also of this opinion that, you know, people make genuine mistakes, you know, like junctions or roundabouts or something like that. They pull out when they shouldn't. You have to brake. You don't go honk 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 honk, you bastard.
Yeah.
You just go, yeah, you made a misjudgment, an error. Okay, now go on with your way. That's fine. Just there's no need to elevate it into anything else.
Exactly.
Or someone parks their car and it's over the lines. Oh, you bastard! You parked your car and it's over the lines. No, that's because the car when they parked, the car next to them was over the lines.
Yeah,
and then it's now left.
Yeah, it now shit rolls downhill, right?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, and it's just like and you get people who leave stickers on people's windscreens like, "You bastard, you fucking idiot, you parked your car on." It's like, no, it wasn't their fault.
I know.
Like,
you know.
I just can't stand that attitude.
And when, like, if somebody does that crooked parking and takes two spots and they're right beside the handicap parking at the, best spots to park, well, yeah, fuck you, right? You did it on purpose, right?
Yeah.
Fuck you, right? If you want to be that guy with the $200,000 car that parks crooked to take two spots so people have to stay away from you, park at the back and fucking walk.
I've been down to our local post office, and it's always a BMW. Yeah, and the person because you got like perpendicular parking out, bays outside the post office. This car parked across 3 spaces, leaving none left. And they were just like sitting there in the car, while someone went in to post something or whatever. There's a fucking queue and all this kind of stuff. Like, I'll only be 5 minutes. Well, spend 5 minutes parking your fucking car.
I know.
So anybody else can get in.
Yeah. There's this thing going on in my town too, Dunk, at the Walmart. They've just repaved the entire parking lot, and all but 3 trees have now been removed. So, there's no shade at all, which is fun. The other thing they've done is slightly shrunk the parking spaces to get a few more in. And the gap between the spaces for the cars to drive and stuff is a little bit smaller now. And I live in a town that's like a third of the way up the Rocky Mountains. And we're surrounded by Silverados and F-150s and blah, blah, blah. And when these fuckers park in these spaces now. There's not enough room for their doors to open without touching the car next to them. It's ridiculous.
I understand that situation being a Land Cruiser owner.
Yeah. And because of this, especially with my little car being so low and whatnot, Felix and I always park at the back. Not because I'm scared of getting my car nicked. It's got a few scratches and battle wounds. It's not perfect. It looks really nice, but it's not perfect, right? But it's because I don't want to get run over and fucking like the F-150 will just take out my window if it opens my door. That's how low my car is, right? You know, it's ridiculous. You know, I can't understand somebody in the decision-making process didn't stand up to one of these stupid fucking accountants that only cares about stock market growth and didn't say, this is actually going to piss our customers off to the point of insanity. You're not making us any more money by pissing the customers off, right? And you hear it now. It's now that the job is done. Everybody's like, oh, that fucking stupid new parking lot. What did you do? You know? And it's the same in America. Trucks are everywhere. Why would you do that? You know? I don't, blows me away. And the other thing about all this parking lot stuff that I've always thought, see if you guys agree with me. The parking lot is basically a place where you try to not kill pedestrians, but they're everywhere because they're trying to get their groceries out and into their cars, and they have to go in the same spot that the cars go, and everybody tries to navigate each other, and it's a nightmare. Why isn't there 2 lanes up in the center of the parking spots so that you have a place to bring your shopping cart, unload your stuff? It's safe. You can walk, blah, blah. Why isn't that the way we do it? Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? Right?
Well, nothing makes any sense anymore. So, so your lack of sense is just perfect.
Yeah. At our superstore in town, there's 2 side parkings that have these lovely sidewalks beside them. So Felix and I, whenever we go there, we just park backwards to the sidewalk, and we got an amazing spot, right? You know, but they're on the edges where people don't want to park because, God forbid, they have to take 25 more steps.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called a walk.
yeah. You know, it's I just don't, there's so many traits of modern behavior right now that are either based on fuck people, profit, or fuck people, me.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's like the people who don't take the trolleys back to the trolley store.
Okay, fuck them. Right?
You end up with these rogue trolleys just roaming around the car park.
Oh, man. And then one person gets annoyed and just gives it a shove, and it just kind of drives itself into an expensive car. They just go, oh, shit. And they just walk in and don't tell any. You know what I mean? Like, put your card away.
To be honest with you, I did that the other day. I pulled into a parking space, and there was a trolley. As I got into it, there was a trolley sitting there. I thought, oh, fuck it, just give it a nudge. And it just kept on going.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like they're making a break for freedom, right? In our town, it's kind of cool. There's this one guy. I don't know if he's was homeless or isn't now or whatever the deal is, but he rides his bike around to the 3 different grocery stores in my neighborhood and helps round up the renegade carts. Right. And I think they actually give him money or something for it, even though he's not really an employee. He's been doing it for years, you know.
That's one of the things I don't quite get, because a lot of trolleys these days have kind of like a locking wheel system.
Yeah.
That it can't go past a certain point and the wheels just lock up.
I've never seen that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and yet you see people, they manage to like drag it past that point where the wheels lock, and then just like take it home, and where they're shopping in, and then just go and park it out. The side of the road somewhere. It's like, you fucker.
Yeah, in my last townhouse complex, every month there would be 4 or 5 shopping trolley carts that would build up because people that didn't have cars just would give up and just push the cart all the way home. And I mean, there's no way I could do that. No, I'm not homeless. I just need to get my groceries home, when my son and I could just load some bags and carry them.
Yeah, but why do they seem to collect them? They don't like take them back.
Well, God forbid.
They'll go back to the store and then just get another one.
Yeah. Well,
bring that one home.
When you have an OnlyFans obligation, you don't have time to return the cart. You know, those five. I don't even want to say it. Will, you know. Oh, but humanity just makes me sick these days, man.
You want to get your pound deposit back, you know. Yeah. Humanity makes me sick.
Yeah. And I know, like right now, everybody here watching is, you know, deep down a good person, and they give a rat's ass. And, you know, you folk agree, and you're here because, you know, common mentality and whatnot.
Well, there's a few I could pick on, but, you know, I won't.
Right?
Maybe you should change the title of the show at the end. Just like, humanity makes me sick.
I fart in your general direction.
Run away! Run away!
But yeah, you know, and maybe, you know, discussions about humanity acting this way will give at least a few people a moment of reflection, and maybe they'll catch themselves falling into this modern day trap and stop themselves. And instead of just snapping a response, just go, oh, well, blah, blah. Instead, get a little more empathy towards others in your, and who knows, right?
It's a damn good point.
Right.
So how many is watching? 40 people are watching. So we've managed to brainwash 40 people into not being arseholes.
Yeah. So by the time we terraform Mars, By the time we terraform Mars, we should have a small town ready to live in, right?
Unfortunately, there's probably more people born during this show than 40. So we're running at a loss.
Oh no. Okay.
This is why you need to subscribe and share.
Yeah. And procreate, people, because we need more of us, not them.
Yeah, you know? Find babies and tattoo the Shills.
Yeah.
At the Shills on their arms, so they know where to go to learn life lessons.
There you go. Yeah, we'll use them as an SS for good. Pledge us your firstborn, and we give you a better world.
Yeah. Or we'll take your firstborn. It's a bit Hebrew-like, but, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, we were talking about canceled earlier. I think we're getting close here.
Are we going to get canceled?
Probably. Somebody's going to take offense to the fact that we're trying to tell people to be nice to each other. You know?
How dare you? How dare you tell people to be nice to each other? You absolute cunt.
Mm-hmm. I am the worst, man. You know, I am the worst.
Well, hang on. It wasn't the meaning of life. The ending of the meaning of life is just basically, be nice to each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Don't be an arsehole. Be nice to each other.
Yeah,
That's the meaning of life. Maybe what we need to do is make sure that film is just basically beamed into people's eyeballs around the world. Just
I like
that
it.
bit.
Yeah.
We could leave out the weird bit with the fishy. Yeah. Just edit that out, because that's just going to set people off on.
Yeah.
I'm not taking enough drugs to watch this movie.
If you're not careful, that could literally spawn the second coming of the Grateful Dead. Okay. So, be careful. No.
Yeah, we could probably leave out the Catholics bit at the beginning, because we don't want a religious war, a jihad.
My son loves that part. The other day he was watching something, I can't remember what it was, and there was like some talk about Catholics, and he paused the video and he said, "Bloody Catholics filling up the world with bloody children they can't afford to bloody well feed." And I was just, I should just leave it, Oh, it's funny, man. He's such a Monty Python fan. It's hilarious.
He's not a fan. He's been brainwashed.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's in the Monty Python cult.
a little bit. Yeah.
It's like the Church of Scientology, the Church of Python.
Yeah. Yeah, he really digs those guys, though.
He's working up to become a grandmaster.
Yeah.
I've got the cape and everything.
Yeah, he does those jokes all the time. So many of them, it's hilarious. He'll just like come up to me out of the blue,
This is like I want to be a lion tamer. You got any qualifications? Well, I've got a hat.
Yeah. Or from the meaning of life, he'll come up and just say, "Woke up this morning, sir. One sock too many." And you just have to know that's fighting each other, right?
Tigers in Africa.
It's so funny, man.
Oh, me and my daughter use that line all the time.
Yeah.
And it's not, and it's always like you replace tigers
with
whatever is relevant at the time.
Yeah, we do that one too.
And the place, yeah.
Or if I say something and I'm like, "Oh, I mean this," he'll instantly fall into that scene where they got the gifts for the officer of the fighting group, when they're out in the field. Oh, yes. He'll be like, "Sorry about the mix-up, sir."
Yeah.
It's another clock.
It's another clock.
Yeah. It's funny.
You bastards.
Yeah. And he'll say it for 5 minutes if you don't follow with the next fucking line.
Right?
Yeah.
He jumps in with the next line. You mean saying me?
No. He'll do his line over and over again.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's not irritating.
Oh, yeah, not at all. Not at all, yeah. Right?
Can't you just go line?
Yeah. And there's times when he doesn't do the accent, so you don't really catch on for a second or whatever. And you just look at him, you're like, "Felix, what are you trying to get me to say?" Just fucking give me a better hint, man. Come on,
Yeah, give me a script.
Yeah, exactly, And it'll end up being a line from Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind or some.
Oh, God, like you're going to know that.
I know, right? It's like, fuck, man,
Yeah, you just catch him out with some lines from For All Mankind or something. Hey, come on, Felix, you don't know.
Yeah. As long as he hasn't seen it or read it, right?
Yeah. Well, like the Bible.
Yeah. You know, or he'll say to me, "What movie was released a couple of days after Clarkson got fired by the BBC?" And I'm like, "The fuck, I don't know." But he does. How the hell am I supposed to know?
Yeah, but the thing is that
Want to
like
know? Sorry, if you want to know, it's the movie Home with Jim Parsons and Rihanna.
still don't know it.
It's probably for the best. Animated, not very
See,
good.
yeah, is the thing is that something that he acquired knowledge for a short time and will try to catch you out on this fact? Or is it something that is just like literally retained in his brain?
Yeah, it's just in there, and he just decided that that's what he thinks is cool right now. So he'll blast down the stairs and say it to you, and you're just like, deer in the headlights, right? Yeah. But to be honest, I can keep up pretty well,
Well, yeah. You're still young, ish. Dementia's going to kick in, and you're going to be fucked.
Yeah. There's been more than a few days when I've said, "Come on, buddy, Daddy's had 6 beer. That's not fair."
Yeah,
just don't.
Yeah, what's it going to be like when you got full on dementia and your son is just trying to feed you lines and you can't even remember who you are?
Yeah. I'm like, what play am I in?
Although you're probably fine with dementia, it's the sort of thing where you actually remember more Monty Python lines than you do reality.
Yeah, it'll bring me more in tune with them, right? But fuck, man, it keeps your brain exercised. I'll tell you that. Wow,
Oh, that's one thing I don't need.
Yeah.
I don't need brain exercise.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm 57 and I feel 2 days older than 65, right?
Yeah. My brain is tired when I wake up.
Oh, God, yeah.
So I've done enough today.
Yeah.
I opened my eyes.
Yeah. Mine's like, I'm giving the command not to get up, but you're resisting.
But still, this show's going to be interesting in 20 years' time.
For who? We won't be here to rewatch it.
Well, we might be here. We probably won't remember how to rewatch it. And
yeah, got some quantum computer that has 7,000 factor authentication.
We'll probably be hard-lined into some kind of AI large language model. Because you just put it into your veins.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, you're live now. Mouth move, and shit will just come out because it's scripted in.
Yeah. The government will consist of 20,000 cloned Will Smith brains, and your world will be a comedy buddy movie. Yeah.
I could think of better comedy movie, buddy movies.
Yeah, anything, right?
Midnight Run.
Yeah. When I think of a comedy buddy movie, I think of like Freddy Krueger, Jason, those kind of movies. They were always buddy with their victims.
I think you're watching it in the wrong way.
Yeah. Well, you know me. I get really annoyed with those movies that are the old school cop has the gung-ho rookie, and you just get the same fucking movie every 5 years with different actors. I just can't even watch them. I can't.
What about like things like 48 Hours, where you got the cop that gets partnered up with
that's where it starts
Eddie Murphy.
for me, right? That's where it starts for me as a kid, right? I was 10 years old when that movie came out or something, whatever. You know, and to me, that's where it starts, along with like the Dirty Harry movies and whatnot, you know, and now we're still getting the same fucking stuff over and over again. You know,
Are we?
kind of. I mean,
I
Bad
don't know.
Boys just had a remake last year or whatever, right? You know,
Oh, yeah, it did, didn't it?
yeah, you know, and
I don't think I've seen the original yet.
and like at the torrent site I go to get my downloads for music, movies, TVs, and whatnot. You got this thing where you can just hover your mouse over the title, and it'll bring you up like the little IMDb window that shows you the little write up of what the thing is.
Oh, that's interesting. That's cool.
It's helpful, right? And you know what I notice right now is so many TV shows and movies are some person from the big city had a thing happen and had to go back to where they were born, and they realized secrets and blah blah and drama and threesomes and ghosts and whatever, but they're all based on the same fucking premise right now, you know? So many things say that in their little write-ups.
What was that movie with Michael J. Fox where he plays he's heading towards LA to become a plastic surgeon? Dark Hollywood. Oh, that's a great movie.
I loved it, especially the chick's tits in the beginning that comes out of the lake. She had a good rack.
I can't remember that. I'll have to rewatch just with that bit.
I remember that when I was young. I was like, holy fuck, I like this movie.
but I love that movie because it was like it's sort of like what you're talking about, but it's different because it was fish out of water. He doesn't want to be there, but he just like falls in love with the place, and you know, I love that side of
there's a lot of fish out of water movies, but I like how that one fixed an asshole and turned him into a real person. There's a humanity to it, right? That's why it's still endearing of a story, right? You know,
and ironically, a lot of people from the town who got away turned into the assholes that he didn't want to be.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but those fish out of water movies are another trope or whatever you want to call it that are just done to death. And I get this thing like it happens in I love sci-fi, right? But it happens in sci-fi so much where they just wrap one of these basic stories they've been feeding us for 50 years in technology or a spaceship, but it's the same fucking thing. You know, we don't get enough. Like, there's so many neat books and stories that have been written over time that are deeper and more meaningful, and they go further into humanity, psychology, blah blah blah, whatever. Right?
You still haven't seen Hail Mary yet, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that one. Just the title tells me I'm gonna like it because of.
I love the fact you say you can't wait to see it, and you've had it on the server for months. So shut the fuck up.
I want to be in the right thing, you know. I don't want to be in some cynical fuck the world mood and watch that.
You're always in a cynical fuck mood.
That's the problem. That's why it's been sitting there for so long, you know.
So the missus put on something on Amazon, and she goes, I think I stopped watching this, and I can't remember why. And it looked all sci-fi and everything, but it was one of those ones which is just basically teenage angst, but wrapped up inside, just like, you know, what is it, Twilight, you know, vampires, but they're all teenagers and the teenage angst. You know, there are so many series about something or other, but just wrapped up amongst teenage angst.
Oh God!
And you could just like fucking set it at school. Yeah, you know, that's all you need to do. Yeah, but no, they always like, you know, put, you know, surround it in a scenario that is totally irrelevant.
It's usually, I've seen this so much in the last 15 years. Usually, it's, I'm sorry I lied to you, but I did it to protect you. And the same fucking reason for angst and fucking drama between the characters just gets used over and over again. I've seen it in so much shit. It drives me nuts. Come on, man. I get that there is a time and place where, you don't want to tell somebody something because it's going to crush them and it's difficult to and whatnot. But to always use that as a way to give a character arc so they can come back together is just fucking lazy,
Yeah. But I mean, anything I watch where drama ensues because script says so. Just no.
Yeah.
There's usually no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
I've seen people go from quiet, empathetic to like storm fucking crazy angry over nothing.
Yeah,
exactly. And it's because the script needed that drama.
Exactly. We only have 5 episodes till the end of the season, and you have to be angry with somebody. Yeah. So it's because they didn't tie your shoe properly.
It's so superficial.
Yeah. I can't stand it. And, there was a time, how many years ago, 30 years ago or whatever, 40 years ago, where movie writers and script writers and TV and shows and whatnot would always get annoyed when the actors would start butting into their world too much, right? But right? In a TV show situation where you have actors who have portrayed those characters for 5 years, there might be a little bit of an argument for that now and then. But on a movie set and whatnot, it's just ego run amok back then. Nowadays, so much of the writing is such bullshit that they're scared to do anything out of the norm because it might not go to the max amount of viewers and be consumable, that I would actually like to see some of the actors and stuff step in and say, you know what, blah, blah.
That does happen. That does happen on set a lot these days.
Yeah.
Especially, if you've got like, a really seasoned actor and they just got a shoddy script to read and they can see past it.
Right.
And they'll just go for the alternative take.
Yeah, because you get a situation where the actor has gone, look, I've made 4 of these movies and I've been skewered every time I read your bullshit. I'm not doing it again, right? You know?
Yeah. Because it's their ass on the line at the end of the day.
It's like the waitress getting in shit because the cook did a shitty steak, right?
Exactly.
But at the same time, you get some asshole actor or actress who gets into a TV show and tries to do that whole, no, I know how it's done. And then it fucks it up and ruins it in the first year, right?
Yeah, there's a balance. There is definitely a balance there.
That's right. It's like
when you talk about Buck Rogers in the 25th century. The second season was like Gil Gerard. Really got heavily involved, and it's just shit.
Yeah, the second season ruins the legacy of that show, right?
I mean, to be fair, the first season was shit too. But as a kid watching it, for child entertainment, it just ticked all the boxes. It did everything. Yeah. And those fucking Starship is fantastic.
Yeah. The first season of Buck Rogers was so fun as a kid. And then all of a sudden, Wiggy Birdman shows up and stuff. And it was just...
You always have to pick on the Wiggy Birdman. What about the fucking Roomba robot thing?
The stick man
thing. Yeah.
Fuck, that was bad. That's right. Oh yeah. Okay. So what we like? Jordan Coltrack.
Hawkman was cool compared to that fucking, and he had a spaceship that looked like a bird.
Yeah,
because
just to make sure.
He's a Hawk. Yeah, he's
that
a
we
Hawk
knew
man.
he was Hawkman. You know,
And had
aerodynamics
claws.
matter in space.
It had claws and a beak and everything. But
my God.
But cool spaceship. I liked it.
As
A kid, yeah, I liked it.
As a kid, there were visual elements of Buck Rogers season 2 that I did like. But I do remember that by the time season 2 was done, I don't think I was even watching it anymore, right?
Well, you weren't, because I think they cancelled it after that.
well, you know what I mean, right? You know, it was, I mean, they put Colonel Deering in a fucking cheerleader's outfit. And, air flight attendant. Sort of that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I always expected her
with a little hat.
Yeah, I always expected a little bottle of booze and a packet of crackers, right? Well,
which, be honest with you, it wasn't far off what they did in the original movies with Buster Crabbe. They really did relegate her just to, like, the screaming chick in the background.
Yeah. But yeah, Diana Troy, right? In case you weren't paying attention, I'll tell you what just happened, you know? I always loved that Sigourney Weaver moment in Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest.
Yeah, when she loses her shit. I only have one job on this stupid ship, or whatever. You know, it's stupid, but I'm gonna do it. Meanwhile, her tits are falling out. Oh, that was one of the best Star Trek movies for years, Galaxy Quest. To be honest,
I'd say Master and Commander was a great Star Trek movie.
Which one?
Master and Commander. Russell
Crowe?
Yeah, with the big sailing ship. Yeah, it's a Star Trek movie. It's Wrath of Khan.
I can't hear Russell Crowe's name without singing that little ditty from South Park, sailing around and fighting around the world, that little thing they did where Russell Crowe just showed up at different places to fight people.
You're the only person who knows
I am not.
All the South Park quotes. You're the only person.
No, I am just not. Watch. Definitely not. Hey, Carl, I got the email. All good. I'll get back to you after the show.
I do love it when you just go into it's just that South Park thing, and then I go, I just like blank.
Yeah.
No fucking clue what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I have to go. Ha 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 ha. It's very funny.
Yeah.
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
There's always a South Park episode.
There's always a South Park joke, or there's always a Simpsons connection. There's always.
I don't know those ones. I don't.
Maybe I should get the box set of the Simpsons, and then we can have Simpsons versus South Park connections.
Yeah. Okay.
Fight off.
So we're gonna pause the Shills for 10 years as Dunk catches up on the Simpsons.
Actually, fuck that. I'm not gonna do that.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. It's. But there's always a Simpsons reference to a situation. There just is.
Talking about really, really old series, there's a channel in the UK, and okay, let me backtrack a little bit. There was a soap opera from Australia called Neighbours.
Yeah.
You are aware of Neighbours?
Yeah.
There's no way you watched it. It's interesting because this TV channel is going to start showing Neighbours from episode 1. Now,
so they're going to go back to the plague?
I think the show has been running for like 35 years.
I would say longer. I think it's existed ever since I was born. You know?
Well, actually, it started off with Aborigines. There were no even white people in the show.
Yeah, they ate turtle at Christmas, man. You know.
Oh my God! Can you? Oh,
You remember the episode? Do you remember the episode when they traveled to Egypt to watch the pyramids being built? I remember that one.
What, Neighbours? No, that was no, that was Home and Away.
Oh, that was Coronation Street, right? You know.
EastEnders. I love the fact that on some of these channels they'll show EastEnders from years back. And they call it EastEnders Classic. It's like they're rebranding it. No, it's a rerun.
Yeah.
You can't like just like rename it classic and make it sound like it's better. No, it's not. It's just old.
Yeah. What, do the bell bottoms make it more enjoyable? Oh.
But there's like just fucking years and years and years of airtime of this shit.
Yeah. It's the same over in North America. Some of these soap opera like shows or whatever have been going on since my grandparents were alive or whatever.
It's like when we talked about Stargate, the TV series, and you got Stargate and then you got Stargate Atlantis, two great shows, both ran over like 200 episodes.
Oh, there's a lot of wasted videotape on those shows.
Yeah, it's a monumental task. Even thinking or considering watching those.
No,
but watching these soap operas that have been running for 30 years,
or even just jumping in now. How do you do that when they never give backstory? Right?
Well, Can you imagine watching like a new episode of Neighbours, and the first 25 minutes of it is saying what's happened in previous episodes?
Yeah, exactly. That would take 12 weeks.
It's a catch up. Yeah, I want you get those on YouTube.
You would have to have a channel for that. I
was going to say you get that on YouTube where people do. The new season of things coming out. So here's the catch up of season 3. So you're ready for season 4. I wonder if there's like a catch up on Neighbours or EastEnders or something like that. Just diminishes it down into seconds.
You could chop this down by doing a video that just tells you the actors who have died while being on the show, right?
Yeah.
Even that would take an hour and a half.
And then add in the viewers. It's like those videos. There's like those videos when you see someone talking about the creation of the earth and whether the timeline of the dinosaurs and humanity and the pyramids and all this kind of stuff. You go, well, we're going to do the same timeline, but we're going to include all the shit television and actually, that actually spans the same amount of time as the creation of the earth and the dinosaurs.
It's probably soap operas that are single-handedly responsible for us not making contact with extraterrestrial intelligence because they see those shows and they go, yeah, they're not ready. I'm not fucking landing to hang out with these people. Right? That's how I would be. You imagine if you were an alien flying by in your ship and you caught terrestrial television from the Earth and what you tuned into was Jersey Shore. Would you fucking land? Are you kidding me? I'd bomb the place,
Oh, tits. It might be different if they tuned into EastEnders. Leave it out, Sheila. He's not worth it. Yeah, what a slag.
Oh man.
Well, maybe they'll tune into this channel and go, maybe there's hope.
I would hope so. You know, at least they would have.
Oh dear. Sorry about that.
I was just, that was sung by an Atari 2600.
I think I need to get sort of my tuning pegs.
At least one of them.
I need to twiddle it. Oh,
tighten the C, tighten the C.
It just spat at me.
Yeah.
Naughty tuning head.
So what do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
How do I think? Why do I think? Who do I think?
I was trying to stay away from the harder questions, but you did it.
When do I think?
Well, here's the question. We can go for another 30 minutes. I could run down and get a beer, or we can throw it in the can.
What, like Count Binface?
Go, baby, go.
It's in the bin. It's up to you, matey boy.
Well, let me hit the stable and run downstairs quick. Give me, I don't know, a minute and a half.
Yeah, I'll do some songs while you're gone.
Oh, God. Okay, everybody. There is a new reunion of ABBA. Here you go.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe Nick's live on another channel on his channel, so you can run away to that. Not many of you here tonight. Is the footy on? Oh, that's finished. Can't believe the football's finished, and it's like and coming up next this week is the Commonwealth Games. Oh, for fuck's sake! At least Wimbledon's finished, I think. That passed by without didn't notice any of that happening. Don't even know who won. Don't even know who played. But yeah, it just seems to be normal thing. It just like sports. It's just like it just goes on and on and on. As soon as one thing's finished, another thing starts. The Commonwealth Games is going to do their thing, and then I think the football's going to start kicking off again in the UK. I just don't give a shit. There's a woman. She walks the tiniest, cutest little dog around our block. If you want to be all American, and she was asking me, "Are you watching the football?" Not really. No, me neither. What did you ask? It's like a conversation starter. Are you watching the football? No, neither am I. Oh, brilliant. Okay, let's move on from that then. Oh, made me laugh. Okay, didn't make you laugh, did it? Yeah, I see Dick's. He must be shoveling out the manure. Big whole load of it. Probably put that nose bag on the horse. Maybe he's not taking a sperm sample. Might be a while. So okay? So how have you lot been doing? Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's back now. I can. I was just going to ask you. How are you?
And I'd like to sing a song for all of you.
Yo.
It's
Christmas in heaven.
All the angels sing.
It's Christmas in heaven.
Hawk, hawk, the angels sing.
Ding-a-ling.
It still blows me away that was actually Graham Chapman and not like fucking some American guy. It just,
yeah. I always said, it's like I thought it was Jeff Goldblum.
I thought it was like Barry Manilow or somebody, right?
But we do bring that up every single time we mention it.
Yeah, but it just still, I'll never get over it. Like Graham Chapman has played some prominent roles in some of their movies and skits and whatnot, and he blended in with the practical makeup of the time and cheap budget too and whatnot, to the point where I didn't even know it was him, man,
The only thing he blended with was the whiskey that he was drinking.
Oh, I'm sure.
Or was it vodka?
Yeah. But, Eric Idle always gets the applause as the singer comedian of the group, with Michael Palin being somewhat of a second. But Graham was amazing.
But he writes the songs.
Yeah, exactly. And he probably wrote that one too, right?
Yeah. He's good at it.
Oh, Eric Idle is one of the original Weird Al Yankovics, right?
Mm-hmm. Wasn't he part of the Ruttles?
Yeah. Felix loves that. Oh my God. Yeah, my son loves that.
Trying to remember some of the songs from that.
We're here for the money or something, And that's a Monkees tune, right? But you know what I mean?
That did sound like a Monkees tune.
Yeah. But yeah, there's some funny ones in that. Yeah. I mean, my son has a printed picture of Eric Idle in a frame on his nightstand beside his bed.
Should write to him. Get him to send a signed.
That'd be cool.
Photo.
I should. Yeah. I bet he would.
Yeah, I think he would.
All things considered.
Take a picture of Felix with the photo that he's got.
Yeah.
And say, can we have a sign on? He'll send it.
Yeah.
He'll do it.
Yeah. I should send him a video of, in The Meaning of Life, the Mr. Creosote scene when he explodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they go off following Eric Idle, the waiter, right?
Yeah. Gaston or whatever it is.
Yeah, Gaston, the waiter, right? Felix does this thing. He puts that scene on and he goes, okay, where are we going? And then Eric goes, this way. Okay. And he has his responses perfect. So they're doing it together. It's hilarious, man. Oh, it's funny. He's such a fan.
Don't write to John Cleese because he's a bit of a prick.
Holy.
He's turned into Basil Fawlty.
Yeah. I would say, honestly, Graham Chapman would be a little disappointed because Graham was not like that. He was a little reclusive during the alcoholism and all that kind of stuff, but he wasn't actually an asshole person to fans and stuff,
But he was always a bit of a recluse because of the gay thing as well. Yeah.
He, and I wouldn't doubt the gay thing during his lifetime led to a lot of his issues with alcoholism. And,
He was in the wrong time to be a gay person because that's I think he was still in the areas of chemical castration and shit like that.
Whereas nowadays he would just be celebrated as an amazing human, right? Oh, well, except for Magites.
Did he hang out with Freddie Mercury? So, I'm not too sure he did.
I don't know. That one I don't know of.
I might be getting that mixed up with the radio DJ Kenny Everett, who used to hang out with. Used to hang out with him a lot.
I think it's interesting to go back and listen to some of the song lyrics from people who were rock and roll in the day, who then we found out were, gay, LGBTQ community and whatnot. Take some Elton John songs where he's if now that you know it, he's probably, not talking about a woman, but very much putting she in and stuff, right?
Well, definitely a lot of Queen stuff. I mean, the fucking name.
Yeah.
For a start. And I used to, at university, I used to, live next door to a guy in the halls of residence, and he was a massive Queen fan.
Right.
He's one of those like massive Queen fans who's got a motorcycle jacket, but has never seen a motorcycle.
Right.
And he played Queen all the time, stuff like that. But I've said this before. It doesn't matter. But back then, the whole idea of Freddie Mercury being a homosexual just
would have
didn't
been
cross anybody's mind.
Right. And it would have been crushing to a lot of fans, sadly.
Yeah.
Right. It's the same with Rob Halford from Judas Priest, the singer.
But to stay on that subject, you say it was crushing. It would be crushing. Is interesting the fact that no, I've kind of lost where I was going with that. He was. No, forget it. I've lost it completely. Carry on. I might suddenly have a spark of remembrance.
Well, there's Judas Priest are a band, heavy metal, of course. Probably all of you know who I'm talking about. And they had a European sort of career that was bigger than in America. But then they finally did break over here with like Living After Midnight and a few tunes and so on. And one of their big record releases from the 80s, I did have it on vinyl, so I say record, was the record that had the song Love Bites, and it had this cool drum thing, and it was very raw and different. And when you first heard the tune, it just sounded like some cool heavy metal, blah, blah. But when you actually know the perspective of the singer afterwards, it's clear that he's singing about a guy, you can actually hear it in the song. It's plain as day.
Right.
Well,
this is what I was trying to get to when my brain melted, because there's so many Queen tracks that are kind of like telling you
exactly. It's right there if you would just listen, right?
I want to break free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even that. Just so many old tracks that are basically talking about his fight with his sexuality, and coming out.
Yeah, many had that during those years, and you look back on it and you wonder if you took the angst of that situation away from the singer, songwriter, performer, and public persona, would we have had more honest delivery of the art of music and stuff? And would that have changed the music? And I'm not going to say would we have liked them less because we knew, because sadly back then we might have, right? But right. But in a fair situation, would their music have been maybe even better? Or, there's so many ifs to that because of what society put on people during those times, right?
Well, especially when you talk about modern day and cancel culture. Cancel culture wasn't quite prolific back then. So, obviously there's no internet and all this kind of stuff. So it kind of like left to people's own devices to make informed decisions to themselves.
Yeah.
There was no community saying, "Oh, what are you singing about? You're singing about sex."
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you what. I'll come back to this in a second. But it's just like songs like "Take a Walk on the Wild Side." Now that's a song that's riddled with all kinds of strange sexuality stuff in it.
There's the Walk on the Wild Side is one of those tunes that's Like I remember even when I was young and I first heard it and the colored girls go, ooh, doo doo.
Yeah,
I was like, colored girls? Like, I'm not sure, and then you get into the lyrics more and then you feel like you're being tested. Are you uncomfortable with this? And it's Robbie Robert, because that's Robbie Robertson, right? He's fucking with who you are as a person through music. He's challenging you, man.
It's there's a lot of levels to it because if you just go with the tune and you like the tune and it sounds great and you're singing along, but you're not really singing the lyrics because you don't know the lyrics. You just go blah, blah, blah. And then you go to the next level and the next level and you go, oh wait a minute, this is deep shit.
And Robbie's done that a few times. If you don't know who we're talking about, Robbie Robertson, look him up. Expansive, unbelievably intense songwriter. Started off way back in the 60s with the band. Take a load off Fanny. Take Fanny. A load for free. That one. Yeah.
It was take a load off Annie, wasn't it? Not take a load of Fanny.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm, You got
to, You need those lyrics printed. Otherwise you get confused.
No, but the F and the A came together because I was doing the reverb and stuff. I realized that.
I did the same. I did the same thing when I used to sing the song. You go, and it's just take a load of Fanny. That's not the lyric.
It's not excuse me while I kiss this guy, right? I've heard that so many times in that, top 10 misheard lyrics thing. And I have never heard, excuse me while I kiss this guy when I listen to Jimi Hendrix. I just never heard that. I'm sorry. That's just got to be stupid,
I think the first time I came across, which is probably I'll bracket that as probably not the greatest term to use, cancel culture was Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Relax.
Oh, you guys had more about this than we did over here, but yes, I know this story.
Yeah, because it was getting played on Radio 1 and they go, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This single is a massive cum shot.
Yeah. American MTV and radio and stuff and Canada as an extension. I don't remember people catching on. I don't remember any kerfuffle about Frankie Says Relax because it was all on the T-shirts, and
what they were playing it in churches. He's talking about relaxing. We should all relax a little bit. But you're all getting wound up and tight. We should relax a little bit.
It became
What's the cum sound for then?
It became the theme song to every Catholic school football team, right? But I remember,
the cancel culture of Radio 1 saying, well, we can't fucking play this. They literally just realized on air that we can't play this, and they took it off the list, and that put it to number 1.
I was just going to say, as soon as you do that, all you've done is guarantee that every youth out there wants a copy.
Yeah.
Right,
and it was a great fucking track.
Yeah.
And it's the drums and
but it's hold on. It's not just the track. That album has got some serious fucking audio engineering chops in it. You even to this day put it on a good sound system and it just rocks, man.
Yeah, it was produced by ZT. Was it Trevor Horn?
It could have been.
ZTT. It was a fantastic album.
Like Two Tribes.
Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. Was the album.
Yeah,
some shit tracks on it. But they sounded amazing.
Yeah, but there is some good tracks like Two Tribes, and there's another one on that record that's also really good.
Ready, cross amazing.
No, that's not it. That's no. Stop that! Stop that! You're just ruining the whole segment. It's gone now. No. Now it sucks. That's it.
Yeah, I do. Why did you put that on the album?
What's the third song? Somebody out there tell me. It's Relax, Two Tribes.
Well, it opens up with Pleasure Dome.
Yeah, Pleasure Dome's decent, but there's a better track on that album.
But he's going by number. Yeah, so I'm just saying. The first track was Pleasure Dome.
Yeah,
with a long build up to it. Yeah.
Which is
lots of squawking of animals
but it's so good on a good sound system. It's like it's like the Toto record. I know Toto, right? But they actually are behind so many great albums. It's not funny, but it's the Toto record that has the song Africa on it, and the other one I can't remember. But it's one of the best produced records, and you can literally use that record to tune your stereo at home, and everything will sound amazing, right?
Yeah.
It's so good. And that Frankie album just stood head and toe above on real sound systems. It was so good. So good. So good. There's over time. It's funny if you go back to the 80s.
Are you thinking of Power of Love? The Power of Love.
No, when you say that, I think of Huey Lewis. You just fucked my brain up there.
Well, there were 3 tracks out in the top. In the 20s, not the 20s, but in the charts in the top 20s, 3 tracks all called "The Power of Love," and you had Frankie Goes to Hollywood, you had Huey Lewis in the News, and you had what's her name? Was it Bonnie Tyler?
Really?
Yeah. All 3 tracks called "The Power of Love."
God, she had a voice, man.
All at the same time.
God, her voice on those couple of big hits she had in the 80s was just unbelievable. There was that I Need a Hero. Okay, that's a pretty good tune. Like it even if you're not into it, when you hear it, you just can't help but like it because it's so fucking good. But what was that other tune of hers? It was a little bit softer and it just builds into this fucking massive thing. It was so good.
Don't know. Was it I'm cooking ragu?
Yeah, no.
Spaghetti bolognese.
I think the song was originally written to be a Meatloaf song, and he passed on it, and then it ended up in Bonnie Tyler's lap. That's it. Silver Earth, Total Eclipse of the Heart. That is such an unbelievable track. Oh my God. Yeah, that was incredible. I challenge anybody to, layer down a vocal like that. Wow. I think maybe
I'm on it.
Yeah. Okay.
I take the challenge.
Yeah. I think Ann Wilson from Heart would be one of the few females of rock and roll who could do that track justice. Even then, and she's just heavenly, Ann Wilson is truly one of the great voices. God damn it. You ever see some of the live footage of Heart back in the day rocking the way they used to before they did like, how could I leave you alone and all that 80s bullshit? Oh my God.
Not at all. No idea. No idea what you're talking about.
Oh. There's 2 videos, Dunk, I'll send you. One is her singing Barracuda live, and it's just ridiculous. And the other one is when they do a cover of Stairway to Heaven on stage, and they literally bring like Paige and Plant to tears in the audience watching it. It's unbelievable.
I'll accept those links, and I'll give them the same kind of response that you do when I send you links.
I watch a good percentage of your links. Come on now.
No, you end up finding them by yourself.
Yeah.
they just end up in your recommendation. You go, oh, watch this video. Yeah, I sent you the fucking link, you bastard.
Yeah. I want to do a shout out here, Steve McGowan in the chat. That clip of them playing Stairway to Heaven for the Led Zeppelin members themselves was from the Kennedy Center before it was defiled.
The Trump.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Did they fly into the airport, the Trump airport, handing over their Trump passports with their Trump shoes?
If I was in charge of GPS,
what time is it? Oh, just check my Trump watch.
Yeah.
Hang on, I've got to call my Trump phone.
Yeah. Let me see if I can afford the tip. I'll check my Trump account.
Well, I'm taking from my medication from my Trump medication. Oh God!
How quick can America erase that man's name from existence?
He's fucking bonkers.
Oh my God. I mean, even Alexander didn't run around putting his name on that much shit,
Well, okay, is an interesting comparison because good old what's his name, Peter Paul, DJ. God, what's his fucking name again?
Lutnick, Epstein, Miller, Trump.
No. The radio one DJ. It just got, his name is erased from my memory because it has to. Jimmy Savile, thank you.
Oh my God!
Thank you, PJ. Okay. So Jimmy Savile, he was on Top of the Pops, so many times, Top of the Pops, and they are desperately, it's like reconstituting the shows. That he was on recorded and removing him, so they might be on YouTube or it might be on BBC iPlayer, anything they can do to get him off the fucking screen.
right
because he is can you imagine it? I tell you what, we were talking about this earlier. Imagine if he was in Neighbours for 35 years.
Yeah.
And you got 35 years of TV you want to show.
Oh my God, yeah. They would just superimpose Waldo over them, or
Just AI Harrison Ford over the top. I don't fucking care.
Anything.
Yeah. Get rid of that fucker off the screen.
Eric Stoltz, he'll take $75 for the AI work, right?
But this is the thing. You got the years and years and years of content that you've built up, and because of his fucking actions, it's now worthless. It's literally
it's
worthless.
Over. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah.
And this happens. Someone's talking about Bill Cosby too. It happens so many. Rolf Harris and so many people who have done so many hours of TV that is a back catalogue. I mean, they complain about people complain about the Doctor Who episodes that got lost because the videotapes got recorded over. Yeah, because they were just reusing videotape. That's just the thing. But they have all this videotape. They have all these episodes of stuff with blatant pedophiles.
Yeah.
On the show.
It's called the Cosby Show, right?
I was saying that earlier. Yeah, but they have to literally just try and rework it to get rid of it.
Yeah, I wonder. There is a lot of people that were in entertainment over the years, and quite a few of them uncaught and uncalled out, that were pretty fucking creepy and stuff.
Yes.
I mean, you only have to go back to the 80s to hear rock and roll musicians sing songs like "She's Only 17, her daddy says she's too young, but she's old enough for me" as lyrics in songs. And I agree that bad behavior definitely doesn't deserve wealth and praise, right? But at the same time, do we truly erase these things instead of go, "Oh, we love that song, but too bad he's a horrid piece of shit"? Because there's that fear of erasing history. You repeat it.
Well, that's like in comparison to the Confederate generals,
right,
who had statues.
Yeah,
and people tore the statues down. Do you celebrate the fact that they were great generals,
right?
Or do you tear them down because they're racist fucks?
Right. It's one of those things. I prefer to eliminate them from the current discussion, but not at the expense of remembering how horrid they were and why we should move forwards as a people. So
on the statue,
but hold on. But let me
finish.
And the thing is if we erase the comedy, the media, the drama, whatever they were in, do we also erase the opportunity to have the discussion about who they truly were? You see what I'm getting at, right?
It's difficult because Bill Cosby.
I don't know the answer. I'm not saying, right? But yeah.
Let's just use Bill as an example.
Yeah.
Because on the Bill Cosby show, he wasn't a pedophile.
Right.
Actually, he wasn't a pedophile, was he? He was just like drugging.
No, he was just drugging and raping women, right?
Yeah. So on the show, which is a comedy show, he wasn't doing that. So in many ways, it's not fair to remove the entertainment that he gave. But at the same time,
does anybody want to see him knowing what he was doing during that?
That's
right?
very difficult. But again, with this, like you're talking about the statues,
right?
The Confederate generals, the statues get ripped down and destroyed. Maybe they shouldn't be destroyed, but they should be kept and then just put in a hall of shame.
Yeah. Change the stature of what's being shown.
Yeah.
Right.
So remember these people because you need to remember these people. If you forget, then we just fall into the same place that we are already.
And I have a thing. Here, Dunk. Let's take the song from Dire Straits, "Money for Nothing." The second verse, the little faggot with the earring and the makeup, that ain't working. That's his only hair. The little faggot got his own jet airplane. The little faggot, he's a millionaire. There has been a at least a couple of times in life where people have raged against that song to have it canceled. But it's very clear if you listen to the song in context, and what's his name, Mark Knopfler, has made this very vocal. He's not speaking of his own accord. That song was written because he was listening to a couple of fucking delivery dudes, right, talking shit, you know?
Yes.
And so
he's parodying it.
Right. You know, he's speaking on their behalf in the song, right? So that song gets a pass. Now, do we let some of these other people's stuff get through so we can still discuss it and keep it in the narrative? Or, you know, like I myself, you know, Cosby's a piece of trash. He's been one for years and years, and I don't want his stuff on my screen. But I want to make sure that people keep in the conversation of trying to push humanity forward to be better. I want us to remember that people in a position of power like Cosby, Weinstein, and all these people and so on abused it so brutally.
Yeah, this is the problem with cancel culture. Right. Is if you remove it from history, we can't remember why it was bad.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, your original question was about Trump. How long will it be before we start removing all the shit that he is, renamed? Are we still calling it the Gulf of America, or is it Mexico? Is that still a thing? I don't know.
I always refuse to change, and it's still the Gulf of Mexico to me.
I know you refuse, but officially, has that just been forgotten? I don't know.
I would say anybody in my town that still has one of those mandate freedom stickers on their car because they didn't want to wear a mask during COVID probably calls it the Gulf of America. And thankfully, I don't see those very often.
Yeah, I wish they got more fucking COVID.
Oh, God. Just enough to be lethal, you know?
No, just enough so they can't taste anything anymore.
Yeah. Especially Daddy's pecker, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Why does Daddy's pecker taste the same as Granddad's?
Yeah, exactly. Every time I try to pay my taxes, it tastes the same, you know? So let's see here. One last call out. If you're a member on the Shills or the Shills Live, get in touch with me on the email. It's thesillyshow@gmail.com. I'll hook you up with our Plex and Jellyfin servers, and you'll get some free streaming. I don't think there's...
Yeah, go watch the shows that Dick doesn't.
There's lots of them.
And then message him.
Yeah. And if you're on the server, get a hold of me. If you're like, hey, I'd love to watch this television show, I'll download it and put it on for you. It's no big deal. You know?
Yeah, we should have a Discord room for that.
Yeah, but then somebody would have to watch it. You know, it's not going to happen, right? No.
That'll be your job.
Yeah. We know how that's going to work, you know. But yeah, get in touch. If you're a longtime viewer around here and you're not a member because, you know, cash is tight and stuff, I get that. You know, it is for me too. Get a hold of me anyway. You know, I'm sure it'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll send you cash.
Yeah. Dunk's cash.
Cash for tell.
Yeah. If you ever have a cross-eyed envelope show up in your mail, you know where it came from.
Did you? Did you hear the story?
Hold on a second here. We're gonna call his wife just to get him breathing again.
Yeah. Get the defibrillator. Clear. Boom. Keep going, you bastard. Yeah. There was I don't know. I think you're trying to end the show, aren't you?
Well, I was just doing a little house cleaning because I didn't really know what to do for a minute. But go ahead, you know.
Yeah, no, there's a story. There was a guy in the FBI, and he was kind of like in charge of, kind of like looking after the LGBT community within the FBI,
right?
And they had a big rainbow flag. The FBI hung in their headquarters, and this guy was kind of like responsible for that, and he and
so he got fired.
So wait a minute. So they at the end of I don't know if it was Gay Pride Month or whatever, but they took the flag down. And they presented it to him for all his hard work in looking after, the gay community inside the FBI.
Right.
So this is the FBI giving him the flag. So what he did, it was a big flag, so he like boxed it up into a display case sort of thing, and put it in his office. And apparently somebody complained. And Kash Patel fired him for showing a political flag.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. The man who literally cleans Trump's penis with his tongue nightly.
Now, I'm not too sure what the politics are of the LGBT community.
Oh, they're the politics of dancing. The politics of looking good.
It's like there's Republicans and Democrats and all. They're all gay, What's the fucking difference? But apparently this was way too political, so he fired him, so he's sued him. He was like 3 weeks away from getting his field agent. He's gone through the training, and he was like 3 weeks away from being a proper field agent. He'd been working at the FBI for 16 years.
Wow.
And he was going to become a field agent, and Kash Patel fired him because of this flag thing. So he is suing.
And remember, people, this is the meritocracy that Trump promised would replace DEI with only those truly qualified at genius level. You've got Pete Hegseth. You've got Kash Patel. I just can't even continue.
Yeah, but the thing is, but this is the thing. It was people in his own agency that he was working for presented him with the flag. And hung the flag in his own agency. And so his
fellow co-workers were proud of him enough to do this. And
He's done a lot of great work for the community. So he's suing, but what's happening is Kash Patel and all his little underlings are doing everything they can to prevent the lawyers getting to the discovery stage. Which means all the paperwork comes out. Who decided to fire him? Why did he fire him? And they're doing everything they can to block this court case going ahead. And of course they won't be able to.
And Dunk, it's total proof that the FBI is 100% compromised in its job, in its
we know that.
But it's now 100% proof that the FBI, just like the DOJ, only works for Trump, not for everyone, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Was
it's been obvious, but that lays it on the line 100%.
Yeah.
You can't ignore it, you know.
Well, it's the same. It's the same as the story of the BBC. You know, where Trump tried to sue the BBC for that. You know,
Yeah.
video edit, and it's all been halted by Discovery because they want the BBC have said, you know, the BBC lawyers said, well, you know, give us the details in the Discovery.
Yeah.
And they can't do it because if they do it, it incriminates them.
Exactly. You know, besides the fact that it would be so easy to prove that pro-Trump news sites have done this many times. And, you know, it's so brown shirt.
I just think we should put my cousin Vinny in charge of the DOJ.
Sort the two Utes out. You know?
Sort the two Utes out. Yeah, he'll sort them out.
Oh.
Yeah. And his girlfriend will point out that it was the vehicles that drove across the pond that destroyed the because the tires.
Yeah. It would, you know.
Yeah, the positronic contraction.
Yeah. It's society has given us so many warnings that this kind of thing could become reality. And they were usually in joke movies or dystopian future movies. Nobody realized it could be this close to our lifetime.
I know. People always keep going back to Idiocracy, and you never got through that movie all the way through. But it's just like, oh my God, it really is. It really is that bad.
The thing that blows me away is not that we have such a compound group of liars doing almost nothing to even hide the grift and the obvious step, the boot coming down on the poor to make sure that the wealthy survive and move on. But it's how many of the poor and in very, very far away from collapsing financially in life are still cheering this fucking shit on.
Yeah. I don't understand.
I don't get how wrapped up in the us versus them you can be when you want to go to the store and buy a lovely supper for your family and you come home with craft dinner and whatnot, and yet you still argue against the other side that I just don't get it. How do you reach these people? How does this happen?
It definitely seems to be more of a US thing. I mean, I do see
it's everywhere, but
I do see some of it in the UK, and you probably got it in Canada too, but
quite a bit. I mean, they won the Alberta elections because we have the oil. We should be the richest. It's just ridiculous. We all help pay for the environmental cleanup, the pipeline disasters as it goes out and all these things. We have people from all over the country that go to Alberta and work there for a while and then leave and go back home. And our righties in Alberta are like, we're going to leave the Canada pension plan because it should be all our money. And meanwhile, half of the people that have ever worked in your oil field aren't actually citizens of your province. And you fucking know it, you liars, It's unbelievable, Fuck. But we should get the hell out of here, right? We're coming on 3 hours and,
wow.
Yeah, I still haven't even had supper. I'm on beer 5, and if I don't eat something soon, it's going to be that, oh, God, morning, right? I don't need that.
Down to the street corner for you to suck some cock. Get some protein in you.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it for a discount, all right? So big thanks to Mexi Girl, Shayna Caldwell, PJ CNET, Jose, David Worley, Alchemist, Chris Lundy, Liam Wakefield, and it's that thing we always say: if you don't have that team behind you doing these live streams like we do, well, I'd say you look like idiots, but even worse, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, we have that team behind us, but we just look like human centipede. So
yeah,
it's not a good look.
Yeah, the show would be better if they were in charge, but they don't have microphones, right?
We just call it a team spit roast.
I don't want to play in the middle. So big thanks to everybody watching and joining tonight. Super chats and shout outs and all that stuff. We really appreciate it, you guys.
Yeah, that would have been nice, yeah.
Well, we had donation and stuff and a member thing and whatnot. Yeah, easy now. We had Commander Prankster join in and stuff. Come on.
No, you start with the super chats.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, I'm not even sure if we can get super. Oh, no, we can't have ads on this channel because it's too small. I don't remember what the restriction is.
Everything's too small. That's what she said.
Yeah. So go home, fuck a donkey, and feel good about yourself.
What's the donkey done? keep the donkey out of it.
Maybe he wanted it.
Poor
I
thing.
don't know,
I'll certainly wake up Eel.
So, it's one of those things, fellow babies. Sometimes in life, you're a handsome guy, but sometimes in life, you're not so much. And if you're not so much, be a handy guy because you're still going to get some at the end of the day.
And if you're a handsome guy, just go fuck up and be on another channel.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen here.
Yeah, we're talking to you, ex-footballer fuck.
So it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
Ah, you got it.
Stay chilly, babies.
Oh, you do my lines too.
Oh, funny.